What's going on, you guys? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again. In this live stream, I want to talk to you guys about Navy Federal Credit Union credit cards. As a matter of fact, what's the best order to get Navy Federal Credit Union credit cards? The reason why I kind of wanted to talk about this in this particular live stream is because there's a new year that is upon us. And of course, as the new year is unfolding or about to unfold, a lot of people like to think about the future and kind of what they want to do as far as things they may want to consider changing for the new year. And so I thought, well, Navy Federal Credit Union is a very, very popular credit union and a very popular company as far as giving out generous credit limits and good credit cards. Actually, they have very solid credit cards. So I thought to myself, let me share a video talking about what I think is the best order to get your Navy Federal credit cards, from basically the first card until the third card. I think you can have 3 Navy Federal cards the last time that I checked, unless something has changed. So I'm going to be talking once again about what's the best order to get your Navy Federal Credit Union credit cards. So once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and on this channel I talk about everything you need to know about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, when it comes to Navy Federal Credit Union, I am pretty sure that I found out about Navy Federal because of YouTube. I am not sure how it landed on my map, but I'm sure there was a video out there of some sort. I wish I knew whose video it was, but I don't. And I don't want to like pretend, or begin to even rack my brain to try to figure out how did I find out about Navy Fed? So I'm pretty sure it was on YouTube. Okay. And then of course I was pretty excited. Now, most people, when they find out about Navy Federal Credit Union, if you're able to get over that first hurdle, which the first hurdle is how to join the credit union, right? A lot of people have questions about that. If you're military, that should be easy. If you have family members that are military, maybe you can get in because of them. But there's always that first hurdle as to how do I get involved with Navy Federal Credit Union. So once you figure that out, what I would advise you to do is to not be super excited like I was and just go straight applying for the top end credit card from Navy Federal. And I say top end because I think that the best order to get credit cards in regards to Navy Federal is to start with the secured card. Now, I know a lot of people have strong opinions about secured card, and maybe they feel like they're better than a secured card, or you feel like less than because you have a secured card. But I think the secured card is a good place to start, just because I feel like it's a little bit easier for you to get approval with Navy Federal if you started with their secured card. So when I started, which was back in May 2019, it's been a little over 2 years now. Back in May 2019, I was so excited. I started, and what I ended up doing was I went ahead and went straight for their cash rewards card. I think I opened the account. I'm pretty sure I deposited the $5, and literally that was it, right? And probably on the same day or maybe the next day, I went ahead and applied for the cash rewards card because my credit score was pretty good. Yes, I had quite a bit of inquiries, which once again, if you're in that situation where maybe you have a little, quite a bit of inquiries, I would say like 4 or more, I would suggest starting with the secured card, just because nobody likes to be denied. And I would rather tell you to go on the more conservative side with the secured card than to tell you come out, guns blazing, let's just go for the cash rewards, or let's just go straight for the flagship card. I never quite understand why people would start with the flagship card. Of course, you can do whatever you want, right? I'm not anybody special. I'm just sharing my own experience. So yeah, I came out guns blazing May 2019, and I went ahead and tried to get the cash rewards card, for which I was denied, and my feelings were hurt. Anytime I get denied for a credit card, my feelings are hurt, even if I know, all right, you know what? You have too many inquiries. Maybe your score isn't where it needs to be. Maybe your utilization is kind of high right now. Well, who am I kidding? I don't really apply for credit cards when I know that my utilization is high, right? Like I'm very strategic now, but I will apply for a credit card even if I know my inquiries are quite high and I'm just like, I know I'm probably not going to get this card because I have too many inquiries, and I apply with that in the back of my mind, and I know, for the most part how this works. And when I get denied, I'm still disappointed. Even though I know, look, bro, you got 8 inquiries, you don't need to be applying for anything. And so yeah, when it comes to the credit cards with Navy Federal, I think the best order to go in is the very first card needs to be the secured card. And then you don't need to be too crazy when it comes to the secured card. Literally, I would say you can deposit no more than $1,000. I mean, probably no more than 500. So anywhere from, I think it starts at $200 with Navy Federal, either 200 or 300. So anywhere from $200 up to 500 should be plenty. The only reason why you should consider depositing more than $500 when it comes to a secured card is if you know for a fact you're going to be making major purchases and you're going to be spending, like right now it's Christmas time. So like if I know, what, I might get to a point where I need to spend more than $1,000 on this one particular credit card. That's the only time you should consider getting a higher limit if you're doing a security deposit with a secured card, higher than $1,000. Other than that, 500 is enough, okay? Because what most people will experience is the more you put down for your security deposit in regards to the secured card with Navy Federal or someone else, whenever they promote you to an unsecured card, they won't necessarily increase your credit limit. Now, if I'm talking about my own experience, I deposited $5,000, and when they promoted my card to an unsecured card, which ended up being the cash rewards, I did not get a credit limit increase, and that card is still $5,000 right now. Okay, so once again, the first card that I would suggest is to just start with a secured card. There's nothing wrong with that. Get your feet wet. You definitely want to consider actually having money in the bank account, right? Like I think it's just a better look if you actually have a balance with the checking account or even the savings. Both would be optimal, right? That would be the best case scenario. But yeah, like I said, your boy deposited the $5 and went ham right for the cash rewards and got a huge fat denial. That was in May 2019. Okay. Then in June 2019, a month later, I went ahead and applied for their secured credit card. Now, I don't remember exactly why I was denied for the cash rewards, but I feel like something about inquiries, something about something, okay? And literally a month later, I was able to get approved for that secured card. So I'm telling you to start with the secured card with Navy Federal because I think it's an easier way to get approved for their first credit card, okay? Once you get that card, my advice is to use the card as much as possible and pay it off. Now, I talk about the same things all the time in regards to credit cards. And no, it never gets old, to be honest with you, just because there's always going to be new viewers. It's like going to church. We know what church is about, right? Or we know what religion is about for the most part. And they're going to talk about the same things, but it's kind of necessary to have fellowship and to come together and hear that information, even if it's the same concept. Most religion should be about love and should be about kindness. I mean, like that's pretty much religion at the most fundamental foundation of what most religions are about. But we still need it. So I never get tired of talking about this. As far as your credit card, you want to use it as much as possible and you want to pay it off. The easiest way is to simply just use it and maybe pay it off once a week. Like maybe every Friday you pay off the credit card because you don't necessarily want to wait until you get your billing cycle, your monthly statement, because you may have other things that you need to use the money in your checking account for. If you're paying off your credit card every Friday, then it'd be a little bit easier for you to stay on top of it. And I know that we're all one major event away from, not necessarily being financially stable. Even though, a lot of people are in a good position, there are certain things in life that can absolutely happen and shake up your whole shebang. All right, so that secured card is the first card that I would suggest in regards to Navy Federal, just because I think it's the easiest one for which to be approved. Okay. As a matter of fact, speaking of approved, please smash the thumbs up in this video. I would really appreciate the support. I see that we have over 40 viewers right now. Be sure to smash the thumbs up. Now, from there, I think the best case scenario, if you are patient and conservative, is to try and wait until they promote you from the secured credit card with Navy Federal to the cash rewards card. Let's say 8 months go by, 9 months, and you were not promoted. Okay. I think if you can absolutely handle it, just wait another 3 months. So worst case scenario, 12 months go by, you got the card, and a year later, you're still not promoted. I think after that particular time, it may be okay for you to consider getting your second credit card. But most people experience graduation in regards to their secured card anywhere from 6 to 9 months. Of course, that doesn't mean anything because, you know, if that's not your experience, you don't really care about the most people because it's not your experience. All right. So after they promote your secured card, they'll promote it to the cash rewards card. Okay. So if I have a secured card and let's say I'm impatient, and 9 months go by with Navy Federal and you're not promoted, I would not apply for the cash rewards. I would apply for the More Rewards credit card from Navy Federal. Okay. Now the More Rewards credit card from Navy Federal normally comes with a sign up offer. I've seen anywhere from 25,000 bonus points up to, excuse me, up to 30 for sure, maybe 35. So you're seeing a sign up offer for the More Rewards card with Navy Federal anywhere from 25 to 35,000, which is a pretty decent sign up offer. Okay. That's another thing is you want to be patient. There's no need to sign up for a credit card. Number one, that does have a sign up offer. Okay. So like you're just so impatient that you're like, I'm going to get the More Rewards card, even though there's no sign up offer right now, because there are times where Navy Federal doesn't necessarily have a sign up offer, or the sign up offer is super duper low. Right. So you should wait. You should consider waiting just because it's to your benefit. I mean, if you can get a couple of extra bucks for being patient, then I would always suggest that. Okay. So the second card I would suggest getting once again would be the More Rewards credit card from Navy Federal, which has an American Express logo on it. Okay. Now, a lot of people always kind of get confused. Like, is this an American Express card? No, I mean, yes, because there's a American Express logo on it, but it's not a credit card with American Express. The credit card is actually with Navy Federal. Okay, so it's a Navy Federal credit card. Just like if you had a credit card with Bank X and it has Visa on it, you don't say, oh, this is a Visa card. I mean, it is a Visa card, right? But Visa is not like American Express or Discover, right? Visa normally is a credit card that you would get with a particular bank. So the same is true, right? Even though it has an American Express logo on it, it is a credit card with Navy Federal. Okay, it just has the American Express logo on it. All right. So the More Rewards would be the second card that I would suggest to get for me personally. And then from there, and I would say after you got the More Rewards card, if you are patient, I would just wait 6 months. 6 is a nice, even, round, beautiful number that's divisible by 2. I would just totally wait 6 months and then consider getting the flagship credit card from Navy Federal. Now, of course, these cards are the cards that I currently own. So I have the Cash Rewards card, and then I have the More Rewards, and then I have the flagship credit card from Navy Federal. I think all of those cards I think Navy Federal does a really, really good job of having decent APRs as far as credit cards are concerned. There's no foreign transaction fee, which I don't even know why people, you know, like if you're going to travel outside the United States, why would you use a credit card that has a foreign transaction fee when there are so many credit cards that do not have a foreign transaction fee? And all the credit cards with Navy Federal does not have a foreign transaction fee. Now, there is another card with Navy Federal that I don't really talk about a lot, and I just don't talk about it a lot because it's like, well, there's no sign-up offer, right? So the flagship credit card from Navy Federal does come with a good sign-up offer, and a good sign-up offer looks like 40,000 points, okay? 40,000 points is the highest offer that I've seen in regards to the flagship credit card from Navy Federal. That's the only one that they have that has an annual fee. I think it's $49. I was going to say $50, but I think it's $49. But you do get great perks with that card that offset the $49. For example, you get to choose between TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, which it just makes sense to get Global Entry because with Global Entry, you will also have TSA PreCheck. And so you will use your flagship credit card and they're going to reimburse you for becoming a member with either Global Entry or TSA PreCheck, which is up to $100 that you're going to get refunded. So you can think about that $49 as, like an annual fee, or you can say, well, with the Global Entry, I'm basically getting, 2 years of membership with just that one reimbursement as far as your statement credit once you use your flagship credit card from Navy Federal. Okay. Now, for me personally, those are the cards that I would get, and I would get it in that particular order. Now, the other card, for some reason, off the top of my mind, the top of my head, I am not thinking about what it is, what the name is, but that card is kind of geared more towards balance transfers. And like I said, there's really no sign up offer. I really hate to have people kind of waste, an inquiry or an application on a credit card that doesn't have a sign up offer. I mean, now don't get me wrong. Like if you are, shopping really hard for a card that has, like there's no balance transfer. I see it right here. It's the Platinum card from Navy Federal. As a matter of fact, let me share my screen with you guys real quickly here. Boom. All right, so there it is. You guys are looking at my screen. So, of course, this is the card that I talked about, the cash rewards. But I would start with the secured credit card from Navy Federal. Okay, the secured card is the one I would start with, which is this one here, the N Rewards secured. I would start with that one. Okay, they will eventually promote you to the cash rewards, which is this green card here. This is pretty cool actually, right? Because they're saying you can earn up to 1.75% cash back. This is as of now, right? I know normally it was a 1.5% cash back on all your purchases. I don't know if they're going to keep that or if they're going to change that up, okay? And then after you get this is a decent card here. The Go Rewards, I definitely don't really spend a lot of time talking about this one because I feel like the More Rewards is a better card. But you can see here, this is a decent card as well, and there's no annual fee for this one. So I personally would get the secured, then I would get the More Rewards, which is this one, okay? And then the last one would be the flagship, okay, which it does have a $49 annual fee. So this card I don't talk about. The Platinum card, I just don't talk about it because once again, it's not really for me. And it basically says save with a low intro APR on balance transfer. So like that makes sense. If you're looking for like a really good balance transfer type of situation, this is a decent card to get. And I'm looking at it right here. I mean, the offer is 0% intro APR on balance transfers for 12 months. 12 months is not a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like we have credit cards out there where you can get on the balance transfer, you'll be able to get between 12 to 18 months. So once again, nothing special to me, but if somebody sees value in that, then I definitely would encourage them to jump on it because it makes sense for them. I definitely don't want to come off as a credit card snob and like tell you guys that you got to get these credit cards that are only known, and if it's a company that's not known, don't get it. No, that doesn't make sense. You get the best card that makes sense for you, and it makes sense for you in that particular moment. You know what I'm saying? When I started to rebuild my credit, I didn't jump out the gate getting American Express credit cards, right? Like that's just not where I was. And so I had to start with Capital One, and thank God for Capital One, just because, man, they helped put me back on the map. So you definitely want to get the best card for you at that particular time. All right, I'm going to jump into the chat here because this is a live stream and say what's up to you guys. So I'm definitely going to, sorry. Definitely going to get in there and see who's in the building. So we got Mr. Patel, my brother, in the house. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Mr. Patel is a channel member. I appreciate you, my brother. And once again, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me see here. Let me fix something here on my side. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope your week is off to a great start. Today is Monday, so that's why we're here on this wonderful Monday in the month of December. 'Tis the season. Christmas is like literally right around the corner. My daughter gave me her Christmas list at the end of February, and I haven't purchased anything off the list yet. And I have reminders in my phone like every week, order, your daughter's gift. Of course, I don't have your daughter's gift on my reminder. I have my daughter's name, but I'm like, yeah, I need to order her stuff. Anyway, Mr. Patel says, my brother, hope you are well. Yes, sir, I'm here. We got another channel member in the house, Cinema Madness in the building, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Says Dwayne is back again. Yes, sir. Mr. Patel says Navy Fed cards look great. Wish I was able to get them. Are you saying you can't get them because you can't get in? Because I know once again that's always the biggest deal. Devin is also a channel member. Says, hey, Dwayne, hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, sir. I appreciate the kind words, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. And once again, Devin is also a channel member. We have Miss Diamond in the building. Says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Fam. What's going on, Diamond? Thank you so much for stopping by another stream. We also have Clueless Kid in the building. Says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family. I love that. I love the whole Credit Family thing. I mean, definitely for sure this is a family, and I like that we can get together and communicate and just kind of share our experiences. Now, there are so much information on YouTube about Navy Federal and like the late night hack and do this and you're gonna get $80,000 in credit limit. Now, I normally don't spend time talking about that type of stuff. Number one, I just don't know. Number two, it's not necessarily worth it for me to make a video like that because I would feel more solid if $80,000 credit limit experience. Like, I don't have $80,000 on one credit card with Navy Federal, but those videos can be very enticing and encourage people to press the button and check out what people are saying. So I'm not really hypey in that way. At least I try not to be. Felicia, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. Felicia is also a channel member. Says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Fam, what's going on? Thank you so much. We got Rachel in the house. Rachel says, hey, Dwayne. Hey, Rachel, thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. We have Points Blank Travel, my bro, which is also a channel member. Be sure to go to his channel and subscribe, Points Blank Travel. And he also has another channel, which is Points Blank Finance. So be sure to check him out. He says, what's good? He says, what's good, D and Credit Family? Good to see you again, my brother. Blessings to everyone in the chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my man. The YouTube Experiment is in the house. Says, hey, Dwayne and the How to Build Credit TV crew. The order to get Navy Fed is Chase first before thinking about Navy Fed, right? Sure. I mean, that's not a bad idea, right? The only problem is I don't feel like it's as easy to get multiple cards with Chase, right? The way that I feel I can tell you, all right, look, start with Navy Fed, and then after the first card, let's say you waited, if you start with the secured card, or if you just come out guns blazing, because some people will be able to do that. Let's say you come out guns blazing and you start with the cash rewards or whatever card you want, okay? And then 6 months go by. I feel like it's easier to get approved for another card after 6 months with Navy Fed, or maybe even after 4 months with Navy Fed. I can't say that I feel the same way about Chase. So, I mean, yes, get your Chase cards first, but in reality, like, are you really going to get your Chase cards first? Like, are you going to get a Chase card and then wait 6 months or 9 months or a year to get another card, right? Because that's the thing, right? And then, of course, when it comes to these credit cards, you want to make sure you're giving these cards the proper attention. You want to make sure you can get the minimum spend to get the sign-up offer. Like, that's just kind of common sense. And if you overload yourself with like 3 or 4 credit card approvals at the same time, how are you going to meet the minimum spend on all those cards? And I certainly don't want people out here applying for credit cards because they have such a great sign-up offer. I personally have done a really good job of not chasing credit cards down for the sign up offer and not be in a position to, number one, be spending that money already, right? Like if I'm going to apply for a credit card and it has a sign up offer, I'm not going to think of something new or something that I need to buy or want to buy because I need to meet the sign up offer. No, if I'm going to be spending money anyway, like for example, I could get a new laptop, I know that I could do that. Meanwhile, your boy's cheap. Do I need a new laptop? No. So I'm not going to be running down a credit card to get a sign up offer. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going like, all right, I got to spend 4 G's to get X amount of points. Like, I'm not going to do that. Now, if I was going to spend 4 G's because it's Christmas time or because, I'm splurging or I want to get a new fancy camera that makes me look way more handsome and won't get me any more views, then yeah, I would do that. But, so I don't want to tell people like run out and go get cards, for sign up offers. King Nip and Erica, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Says, yerp, Dwayne Wagwan. Yes, sir. I'm in the building, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate seeing y'all in the chat. As usual, I'm doing really, really well. Cinemadness says, Dwayne, it's pretty cool thinking that all I needed to get the Fidelity cash management offer was just move $50 into the account and get $100. The 100 came from the second, and it took 20 days. Nah, that's pretty dope, man. I mean, you're definitely like the king when it comes to getting these offers for signing up for different accounts, different banking accounts and whatnot. So that is pretty freaking dope. Sometimes I think of like, I should have a proper brokerage account, instead of Robinhood, I should have a proper one. But at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really want to learn anything new. I'm that guy. That's so crazy. Now I'm that guy. I don't want to learn anything new. In other words, I'm saying I'm really comfortable. King Nip and Erica says, it's crazy. I just got approved for my last Navy Federal card, the flagship, and they only approved me for $6K, which was weird since my cash rewards is 13 and more rewards is 28. I asked them for consideration and they said I'm maxed out. He says, shaking my effing head. I don't know why, but hey, it's okay. I'll get the 6K and hit the sign up bonus and ask for an increase in 100 days. Well, yeah, I mean, it's really, really weird because we're all kind of used to whatever we hear and see as far as the internet is concerned with these sign up offers or the credit limits from Navy Federal. We have that expectation. And I've been there and I'm guilty of that because trust me, when I applied for my more rewards and I got that 25,000 credit limit, I was like, yes, let's go. I was so excited, right? And then when I applied for the flagship and I got another 25 instead of like 50 or something higher than 25, like I was a little disappointed when in reality, another 25 G's is a lot. And they did tell me something similar about, like I reached kind of the max. And of course, being online and doing all the research, you'll hear people tell you, oh, you can have X amount of dollars in credit limits with Navy Federal. And I'm sure it's true, but if everyone's not having that experience, like I'm not going to be out here just spreading that information like it's written in stone. It's not written in stone because everybody's situation is different. But I appreciate you taking the time to share that information here in the chat, man. Speaking of sharing the information in the chat, please smash the thumbs up in this video. It's an easy and free way to support this particular video and the channel as well. And once again, it's free and easy. So be sure to smash the thumbs up if you have not. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comment section and I will answer it as soon as I see it. Right, we got Life for a Business. What's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the channel. He says, let's get it. Yes, sir. We have Jordan23WW, who's also a channel member, says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, I am. I tell you what, I'm so glad that I can connect with you guys. Most of the time, I would say 98% of the time, let's say that I wasn't in a good mood before I started the live stream, 98%, 99% of the time, my energy and my mood changes just by being connected with you guys here. As a matter of fact, my grandma, her birthday was on the 4th of December, and she turned 96. And she was in the hospital for her birthday. She's still in the hospital. And I spoke to her like about an hour before the live stream on WhatsApp. We did a video chat, me talking to my 96-year-old grandma. And she's so cute. She's so cute. It was weird because I sent her a video, a happy birthday video around 7:30 on her birthday. And then I called around 12:30 in the afternoon the same day. So I sent the video in the morning, and then I called at 12:30, and my aunt said that she was in the hospital. So of course I didn't know. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, she was in the hospital since yesterday. She had a mild heart attack, and so she's there, and they're running tests, and she's 96, so like we know that things are gonna start to not work, and so on and so forth. I mean, that's never gonna make it easy, right? So anyway, so I was so happy that I made the video at 7:30 in the morning, sent it to her on WhatsApp. Of course, she didn't see it till the next day, but I just thought it was cool that I thought to make the video and send it to her without even knowing that she was in a hospital. Later on, my aunt showed her the video, which was the 5th, which was yesterday. So that was really, really cool. And then I was able to speak to her today before the live stream. And it's funny because like I'm a little sad. I was a little sad, but like my grandma is so funny. She said, I rate you. Like I rate, not irate, but the word I and then rate, like R-A-T-E. I rate you, right? But it's Jamaican. So like she's saying like not necessarily that she respects me, but like she thinks highly of me. And I laughed because of course we're talking, and I said, Grandma, I said, that's funny, I rate you, because of course like she's a big deal. I'm nothing special, but she was in good spirits, and I'm saying to her, wow, you're in good spirits. She says, yes, always, can't complain. And so that made me very, very happy, even though I know that we're close to the end of her life, and she kind of has some other health issues going on, but she's in great spirits, and she's not concerned about dying. Like she knows she's had an incredible life, and everybody loves and pours into her all the time. But I went on that tangent because seeing the Hey Dwayne and Credit family, and I was talking about the fact that this is a family, very much so, and you guys lift me up the 1% of the time that I can turn this camera on and not necessarily be in a good mood. I almost always feel better after the live stream, during the live stream. There's only one live stream that I've done where I was not in a good mood, and it was like whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I don't remember what I was talking about, but it was probably some stuff pertaining to work back in the day when I had to deal with that. All right, let's see. Devin says, this last week was big for me because I got a credit limit increase on 3 of my Synchrony Bank cards and approved for my Bank of the West Platinum card through a pre-approved offer I got in the mail. Awesome, Devin. That is freaking awesome, bro. Thank you so much for taking the time to share that info. Listen, I'm gonna kill somebody. Last time I was supposed to figure out what the hell was going on with my sound effects, because I'm looking for my horn and I don't see my horn. I don't see it. I see this bicycle horn, Devin. I see this bicycle horn and I don't see my freaking, I don't know. I need to talk to my boy Rod, Points Blank Travel, because I don't know. I know he's been messing with the software. Look. Come on, man. Like, that's sad. I need my DJ horn. I don't know where it's gone, but I had that problem last stream. All right, cool. King Nip says, I went secured, then got the cash rewards after unsecured, and then I went more rewards, then flagship. My man, smart guy. I just think that's the best order to get Navy Federal credit cards. Of course, if somebody can skip the step of getting the secured card because, you know, maybe they have 1 or 2 inquiries and their credit score is pretty good, cool, you know. But if you get denied, you know what I'm saying? I mean, word on the street is you should have went for the secured card first. So that's kind of why I just give that advice. I'd rather people have a more positive experience with, you know, getting certain credit cards than to just, like, you know, come from a hype perspective. You know, oh yeah, man, do this. Nah, I'm not. That's not my cup of tea. King Nip says, "Oh yeah, I spent $1,000 already and got the card 2 days ago. LOL, I'm definitely gonna hit the sign up bonus by February max, but we shall see." Cool. I mean, I think it's free money, man. These sign up offers is just straight up free money, and I think the thing that a lot of us aren't necessarily aware of is over time, with your infatuation for applying for credit cards and your addiction to applying for credit cards, you'll get a lot of cards and you won't take advantage of the perks for all those cards. Like right now I have 22 cards. There's no way I'm maxing out, you know, all the perks for the 22 cards. Now somewhere, you know, somebody is doing it and they have their perfect Excel worksheet, you know, their chart that tells them what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I'm not that dude, unfortunately. Let's see here. Joycelyn, thanks for stopping by. Joycelyn says, "Hey, how's everyone? Hey, I think we're good. I know I'm good, and I appreciate you stopping by the live stream." The YouTube experiment says, "My first Navy Federal card was platinum. It was only 3,200 credit limit, but after 6 months, I asked in app for an increase, and it's now 9,600. I've yet to get another Navy Federal card. I'm looking at Chase cards." Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I mean, Chase cards is definitely something that you want to make sure that you're getting because you want to get them before you have more than 5 inquiries. Ulysses, what's going on, bro? Who's also a channel member, says, "Hello, Dwayne. How you doing tonight?" I'm doing good, my brother. Thank you so much for stopping by. Cinemadness says, "Fidelity is also my 6th bank account. I did since my addiction started in June, and I'm currently in progress on Wells Fargo and Spiral, and very shortly I'll start what's that, Axos and Tastyworks." Hashtag not loyal. Hey, listen, you don't need to be loyal, man. As far as I'm concerned, the way that you're getting these sign up offers and making it work for you makes sense. Excuse me. It makes sense. So keep doing what you're doing, and definitely what works for you. Jordan 23WW says, "Gotta love Navy Federal. They increased my more rewards by 8,000 on 11/19 and increased my flagship by 8,000 on 11/30. Counting my wife's cash rewards card, we've gotten 36,000 in Navy increases in 2021. Dude, that's freaking dope. That's a really, really big deal. Not sure why my daughter's calling right now. Hang on. Hey, I'm doing a live stream right now. Oh, you just came from practice? Everything good? Right now, yeah, I'm gonna get off the phone with you. Okay, talk to you later. All right, love you. All right, bye. I try to answer her call every time. I try to. Of course, there's times that I don't, but I try to. I'm sure she's probably calling to tell me something about what happened in practice. Okay, scrolling down here. Cinemadness says, "Yeah, and to get their name on the stadium, they paid $700 million. Dang! 700 mil is quite a bit." The YouTube experiment says, "Don't forget to destroy the thumbs up button." Thanks, bro. I appreciate that for sure. If you haven't already smashed the thumbs up, go ahead and smash it. Devin is saying, "Yes, the flagship annual fee is $49. Thank you, sir." When I was talking about it, and I was like, I think it's 49, because I was like, I know it's $50 in my head, but I was like, nah, I'm pretty sure it's 49. It's not quite 50. Of course, Ulysses, I'm sure your questions already answered in regards to what is TSA. Basically, with TSA pre-check, it's when you go through security at the airport, and you have to put your bag, your laptop, you take your belt off and scan it through, take your shoes off and send it through the scanner, and then you walk normally through a body scanner. With TSA PreCheck, you don't have to take your shoes off, you don't have to take your belt off, you don't have to take your watch off, and you don't have to do certain things. I don't think you take your laptop out either. If you have a laptop or whatever, you can just leave it in the bag. So it's a little bit quicker and less evasive or invasive as far as what the security protocol is. So TSA PreCheck gives you the ability to get through security faster. And sometimes when the regular security line is long at the airport, if you have TSA PreCheck, then you will have a quicker and shorter wait time. So TSA PreCheck is kind of similar to Clear. Clear is a thing now. Clear does eye scanning. I don't have Clear, so I don't even worry about it. Albert, what's going on, bro? He says 1.75 with direct deposit because I got the card. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for slapping that in there, because I know that initially when they talked about that regarding the cash rewards and the 1.75 cash back on all your purchases, they did have verbiage about direct deposit. As a matter of fact, for me, they sent an email to me that I think it was like 1.75 on all purchases for a certain time period. Okay, so I appreciate you slapping that in the comments, bro. YouTube Experiment says, in regards to Platinum, if you need the balance transfer, it might be worth it though. It helped me tremendously with fixing my credit. Yeah, I mean, balance transfers are a work of art. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't think a lot of people know about it. It's not like everybody is on here talking about balance transfers on YouTube because it's just not sexy. So there's not a lot of videos where people are going in talking about balance transfers, but you're absolutely right. YouTube Experiment says N Rewards has no sign up bonus either. In fact, for N Rewards, you pay upfront to play. You lost me on that pay upfront to play thing. Calvin, what's going on, bro? Says I just let them upgrade my cash rewards credit card. Cool, man. That's awesome. Wow. That's crazy. We got son of a rich B in the building, says Navy Federal all day. Yes, sir. Agreed. King Nip and Erica says, I got that. Spend $4K to get 400 sign up bonus on my flagship. I'm 2,700 away from the 400 bonus. That 400 bonus, I mean, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a pretty good deal. You know, like somebody somewhere is going to complain like, oh, you know, it's $4,000 and you only get $400 back, you know, on another credit card, you spend less and you get 500 back. But, you know, that's why it's important when you're trying to get these credit cards to make sure that you know that you're going to meet the minimum spend before you apply for the card. It would be so super sad not to meet the minimum spend and apply for the card. YouTube Experiment says Fidelity, Schwab, and TD Ameritrade have very polished brokerage websites and apps. Yeah, no, for sure. Those are big time, and those are definitely easy. As a matter of fact, I do have an account with TD Ameritrade, and I had bought stocks with I had bought two past tense. I had bought. Wow, got to go back to school. I bought stocks with GNC on my TD Ameritrade account. I haven't logged into that account in a million years. It's not like it's hard because, you know, I just watch videos on YouTube about how to work that account. Of course, they also have videos on their website, but I'm pretty sure you can find videos about how, you know, to work, buy and sell stocks in regards to the major brokerage companies. Mark, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. Mark says, I have the Navy Federal Secure Credit Card January 2022. I'll start my 6th month of being a card holder. Cool, Mark. Thank you so much for taking the time to comment. I appreciate you, and thanks for stopping by the channel, my brother. King Nip and Erica says, I need that horn love for my approval, though. Bro, listen, I don't know what the hell is going on with my sound effects. Trust me, I'm hurt because I didn't do anything, and it's just not here. It's not here. And once again, I didn't do anything. Like I don't know where it went, but it's kind of hurting me right now. It's hurting my game, and it's hurting you guys, the fam. You know what I mean? I can't celebrate you guys properly. Like that's wild. I'm gonna have to find a horn sound somewhere else and I guess upload it to the software. I think that's a thing, but I don't know. Haven't played with the software like that. We have Harlem Honey 0506 in the building, says, when applying for a credit card, should the balances on your cards be low or with no balance at all for better credit limits? If I want to be strategic in regards to applying for credit cards or applying for anything that your credit needs to be in tip-top shape, I would always suggest having your balances be zero. You know, people talk about, oh, leave a little bit, leave a couple of bucks on there. Man, whatever. Okay. I would just have my balances be zero. And you have to be realistic. If your balance is $0 today, tomorrow when you apply, it's not like it's going to be $0 on your credit report. So you have to think about that. It takes time for that to report to your credit report. So if you're really trying to be on top of your game, you know, you have a zero balance today, this Monday. Maybe even by next Monday, you still don't have a zero balance on your credit report. So you have to know, your billing and your billing cycle and how that affects, what's being reported on your credit. So you may want to consider doing this like a month or 2 months before you want that particular card or loan, if you want a, car loan or mortgage or whatever. So that's definitely a great question. King Nip and Erica says, I rate you in Jamaican means I'm feeling you, similar vibe, LOL. Does it? Does it mean that? I mean, maybe, but that's not how I interpret it. But yeah, I mean, that's just me personally. Harlem Money 0506 says, well wishes and a speedy recovery. Prayers for your grandma. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It definitely made me smile. My grandma is so sharp, and I don't take it for granted. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't make it to 96. My mom's mom didn't make it to 96. I think she was like 92 when she passed. I was thinking about that today. I need to ask my mom because I want to make sure. But I think she passed in 2017. Of course, I went to the funeral, so I was there. But yeah, I mean, she's 96, but she's sharp. Like when I say she's sharp, you can't get anything past her. It's really, really cool. She's hilarious because she'll be like, do I need to beat you? And I'm like, Grandma, like, you're 92. What are you talking? 92. You're 96. What are you talking about? Beat me. You know what I'm saying? But she's just funny and witty in that way. Jordan23WW says, credit family, I got approved for the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Thursday, 8,500 limit. This was one of my remaining 2 goal cards. Now I just need the Chase Ink Cash. Yeah, you do. Listen, guys, I apologize for my sound effects not working properly, but hey, I'm going to celebrate with this horn. Oh, snap. Yo, that is so sad. But that's awesome, bro. Thank you for taking the time to share that with us. Joe Forth, what's going on, bro? Joe Forth said, I just got a Macy's Amex credit card, which surprised me with all the inquiries I have. Yeah, I mean, some of those cards are a little bit easier to get. Definitely, it's always enticing applying for those cards in the store because they're like, you'll get X amount of % off on this purchase. And you're like, ooh, they know how to get you. You're like, I definitely want that 10% or 20% or whatever the percentage is. And then, of course, you get all these other perks, right? So that's cool. Joe, thank you so much for taking the time to share that with us. And you can use that card outside of Macy's and still, benefit yourself. It'll still be beneficial to you in regards to Macy's. That's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing that. Points Blank Travel says, D, I had the problem where I couldn't find some of my sound effects. Not long ago, I closed the sound effects box, reopened it from the command box, that comments icon. I definitely have closed it before, and it's still acting stupid. But maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it off the stream, because I definitely have went back in here and I'm looking at it right now, and I click on sound effects and I still don't have my DJ horn. It's hurting my feelings. It's hurting my feelings. All right, cool. Let's keep it going here. Jordan23WW says, Dwayne, sending up prayers for your grandmother and your family. Such a blessing to still have her around at 96. Absolutely. She's great. Actually, today was one of the first times that I can remember that she said, I love you. They just don't, like, my grandma didn't, she's never said it. She never says that to me. Which is interesting because, of course, we know she loves everybody. The family's so big. She has 12 kids. I think she was pregnant 15 times. And so it's just a lot of love in the family, but that's just not something that they go around saying. Of course, I've kind of changed that dynamic with my own kids just because, I think it's important. But yeah, that doesn't mean, she doesn't love me. Of course, she loves all of us. For sure. John, what's going on, bro? Says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family. This last week has been big for me. Discover gave me 2,000 credit limit increase, and I was approved for the U.S. Bank Cash Plus with a 15,200 starting limit. Man, where is my freaking DJ horn? Listen to this. Oh my God, that's so stupid. Hey, man, that is huge, John. Thank you so much for taking the time to share. That is... You got both of those approvals this week. That is insanely big, especially with the U.S. Bank. Yo, that is a gorgeous credit limit, 15,200. I'm loving it. Ulysses says, okay, thank you for the information. Maybe he's talking to someone else. Devin says, Bank of the West's only cashback card is just like Navy Federal, more rewards with rewards, but it's MasterCard. Okay, cool. I know that Bank of the West is very popular on the West Coast for sure. So that is awesome. Okay, the YouTube experiment says N rewards is secured pay up front use. Got you. So you pay the collateral. Okay, I didn't understand what you meant, and I don't know. I guess I brain fart. Wanda, thanks for stopping by. Wanda says you can make some noise yourself. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. Devin says, recently I found out Chase is relaxing their 524 rule on co-branded cards. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned that the last stream. I know that I've certainly heard and read it somewhere before. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see, right? Ronnie says, do you think Amex will increase the annual fee on the gold card since they did on the platinum? Ronnie, first of all, thanks for stopping by. That is a great question, and that would be very sad if they did. And I hope that they do not. I don't think that they will. I think part of increasing the fee on the platinum card is just to kind of create more exclusivity, which I really hate to some extent. I feel like it's a way to exclude more people because I know for myself, I'm good. Like $550 versus $695. I'm like, I'm good. Now, if it was $695 and let's say they gave us like a $450 airline credit, maybe I could swing it, but it's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous. And, the Equinox $300 credit, like that doesn't mean anything for me personally. But I don't think they'll improve. I don't think they'll increase the credit limit on the gold charge card. I just think that part of the reason why they did it too was just to create some more space. Like if they don't want certain people in those Centurion lounges, one of the ways to kind of alleviate that is to increase the credit limit. And it's kind of funny because I don't really follow the credit card news like that, but I really feel like that's part of it. They didn't come out and say that, and of course they gotta market it and make it look good and, like, oh, we're doing bigger and better things, when in reality, yeah, bigger price, better, negative, straight up negative. And I hate when, marketing, the marketing just basically straight up lies to you. They try to get you hyped about something that's literally worse than how it was before. So I don't know. I think they did that to, like I said, create some more exclusivity and kind of separate more, people that may be accessing certain things with the platinum cards, such as the lounge. Like I said, it's gonna less people are going to be more inclined to pay that $6.95 annual fee. Stefan, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. My brother says, good to see you again, Dwayne. Recently, I was approved for the Amex Gold and Platinum cards. Also, Chase has relaxed their 524 rules for some of its cards. The data points are saying it's true. Well, that's cool, because I wouldn't mind getting some co-branded Chase cards. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind. Meanwhile, I'm in the garden and I got to sit still. So there's that. Give me a second here. All right, cool. Walter, what's going on, bro? Walter says, hello, credit family. Walter, it's a pleasure to see you in the video, in the live stream again, my bros. Always a pleasure to have you in the house. Another returning viewer. Stefan says, does Amex raise the payover time limit on their gold and platinum cards after some time passes? Do they raise the payover time limit? Okay. I was like, what? I think it's something that that could be increased. I know for me, I don't remember what my payover time limit is, but I remember my feelings being hurt. Because it was something small. It was like 3,000, and I was like, what? Like when I applied for it, and I was kind of bummed about it, but I haven't even like considered calling them and asking them to increase that, just because I really treat it like a charge card. So I'm gonna be paying my balance off. I am not interested in carrying a balance over time. So that's not something that's appealing to me. And certainly if you wanted to do that, there are other cards that have a better APR as far as paying over time. American Express is they're not like the leader in low APR when it comes to paying over time. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know the answer to that. That's a very good question. And like I said, I never try to increase that limit, just because I always practice to just pay my balance off. And I know that, people may be using credit cards differently, but I'm just in a space where literally if I charge it, I'm using my credit card. I'm treating my credit card like a debit card. I'm going to pay it off. So my charge card, same thing, like a debit card. I'm going to pay it off. Okay, Ulysses says, I was telling you, thank you for the TSA. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, my bro. No problem. Joey says, hey, brother, thanks for holding the live chat. How long do you suggest being a Navy Federal member before applying for a card? I have excellent 780 plus FICO, but Navy Federal has their own internal score. Joey, first of all, I appreciate the question. Thank you for taking the time to type all that up. I think someone like you with that particular score, you may have a different experience, also depending on how many inquiries you have. If you are conservative, I still will give the same advice. Start with the secured card. Most people with a 780 plus FICO score is going to jump in there and just go, I'm going to get approved for everything, okay? Or I'm going to get approved for whatever I want. And you may, okay? But it really kind of depends, all right? As far as what the time period is, I've heard directly from a Navy Federal rep when I brought my son to get his Navy Federal account and set up. She was like, you can get the card right. You can apply for it right now. And I was like, nah, son, we're going to wait 2 weeks. I told him, I was like, we're going to wait 2 weeks. Then we're going to get the secured card. And I texted him the other day, like, hey, are you using that card and paying it off? And he's like, oh man, I forget that I have it, blah, blah, blah. So he'll slowly get there, I think. But I told him, I was like, no matter what, don't ever be late on paying that card. Like we're doing this right from the start. Don't muck it up. So I think for you or for anyone else, I would say let's make sure we have money in the checking and savings account with Navy Federal. I think a decent time to wait, if you are on the patient side, would probably be like a month. I don't think you need to wait longer than a month. And like I said, for someone such as yourself, depending on how many inquiries you have, you may have a different experience. You may have an easier experience as far as applying, directly for the cash rewards credit card. Cash rewards, is that even the right name? I'm having a brain fart right now. But yeah, the Yeah, cash rewards. Yeah, the green one, the green card. Ulysses says, Dwayne, how is Uber going? Great question. I have not been super aggressive with Uber. I did work a little bit last week, quite a bit. Got back in there, was kind of aggressive with it, and I worked a couple of days, and I made over $200 each day. So that was cool. And I'm definitely going to be more aggressive with that because I need to make as much money as I can just to give me more choices. I guess for the most part, it's cool, but I wasn't as aggressive. I haven't been aggressive or as aggressive in maybe like the last month or so. Harlem Honey 0506 says, Dwayne, do you have a referral link for the U.S. Bank? Not sure if they have one. As far as I know, they don't, unless something different has happened. As far as I know, they don't have a referral link. Cinnamon says, I always thought it was interesting when I went down a huge personal finance rabbit hole and learning that recessions make most millionaires and why that happens despite sounding odd to those not in the know with how investing works. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I heard some interesting news. I picked up this guy maybe Monday last week driving Uber, and I picked him up in this really nice neighborhood. The house was at least $800,000 or maybe $1 million home. And that's a big deal here. I mean, in Cali, maybe not, but in Houston, it's a whole lot of house. Okay. And so, I was curious because like when I pick people up like that, I'm always like, all right, I need to like tactfully find a way to ask. So I'm like, hey, I'm a nerd. You seem like a really successful guy. I always like to converse with people that I think are smart and have clearly made some good choices financially as to like maybe what they did as far as investing is concerned. These were kind of the words that I said to him, and then I asked him. And one of the things that he told me, which I thought was very interesting, is that he was a financial guy. And he works with a lot of people. And he said, one of the things that rich people don't tell or don't talk about is that like literally sometimes they put all of their eggs in one basket. I'm shaking my head like, what? And he's like, I know. Because you hear diversify. And he says that's what they do with their money after they've accumulated the money. But in order to kind of grow the money and get it like quick, he's like, a lot of them put a lot of their eggs on one thing and one thing alone. They really are hyper focused. And I'm like, what? And I could kind of see that because I know for myself, I'm always like, should I be more aggressive with investing with Tesla? Because Tesla has been very good to me. And if I had put more money with them, I would have a greater return with Tesla and overall with my portfolio. So that's kind of one of the things that I think is interesting because there's just so much information out there and sometimes it's too much. I know for a fact the money that I have in my portfolio, somebody else can take that money and in 6 months make it into millions because they have the information. Whereas you have me and the average Joe and other people that are not in the know, and it'll take us, 20 years to do the exact same thing. So I could see where it makes sense. Now for me to actually do that, I'm having the hardest time. But that was one of the things that he said. Harlem Money 0506 says, what are your thoughts on the Delta Platinum from American Express? I think it's a very, very good card. I have it. I think my sign-up offer was like 70,000 miles, which is not a good offer. I think a good offer for that particular card is 90,000. But I think it's really good, and it does have that $250 annual fee. But you do get that companion certificate starting the second year of membership. So you pay the first $250, then the second year when you pay the $250, you'll get that companion certificate, which allows you to purchase a domestic airline ticket with Delta, and all you do is you pay up to $75 in taxes. Now, this is something that I know in theory because, once again, I still haven't done this myself, and I have already paid my $250 annual fee for the second year. Jordan23WW says, Dwayne, that bike horn is priceless. I'm screaming right now. Thank you for the celebration and laugh, my brother. Yeah, for sure, man. You know, I mean, you finally get in there, you do it big, and I got this stupid bicycle horn. It's so lame. It's too short. You know, it's just, I mean, listen, it's so short. Listen to this. That's it. That's it. You know. Okay, scrolling down here. Devin. Oh, Earl, thanks for that $99 super chat, bro. Earl gave that super chat. He says, I appreciate you, my brother. Earl, thank you, sir. I appreciate Earl. Anthony, Jesus Christ. How I look at Anthony and said, Earl, I don't know. Forgive me, my brother Anthony. I appreciate that super chat. Forgive me, bro. He says, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. It means a lot to me when people show up in the chat, and for people to give in a super chat and be channel members is icing on the cake. So I really appreciate that. All right, let me scroll back on up here. Devin says, my new Bank of the West card doesn't have rewards, but my intro offer, no interest for 15 months. I'm going to use that and other no rewards card. I have to pay down my United Explorer because I owe almost 90% of the limit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Devin, I mean, once again, you're definitely, you know, you're someone that's smart and in the know. So it makes sense. I mean, balance transfer cards make sense. It's amazing to me that the people that have, you know, like high credit card debt, you know, that they get like countless offers still in the mail for credit cards. I guess it's not really amazing because they, you know, those other offers, you know, basically are setting up the credit card company and make more money if the person's paying overtime and paying all this interest. But balance transfers is the way to go, and it's a very, very, very smart thing to do. Joey says, appreciate the excellent advice, my dude. Yes, sir. I appreciate you taking the time to type that up, man. No problem. RL Flow says, I recently was approved for a credit limit increase on all three of my Navy Federal credit cards, cash rewards, more rewards, and platinum, $8,000 per card. Damn, that's dope, bro. $8,000 per card. I don't know how you pulled that one off, but congratulations. And it's ridiculous. Pray for me. Win Twin, what's going on, my bro? Thanks for stopping by another video. It's a pleasure to have you in the chat. Says, hey Dwayne, happy holidays. It's been a minute. I've been on Navy is a way different animal. In my book, they have the internal scoring, and they almost view your data points on your credit profile. Yeah, I mean, Navy Federal is definitely different in that regard, but what I will say is I feel like they're honestly trying to help people. And, you know, with the generous limits, I'm just like, I mean, are these boys losing money? Because they got, you know, hella high credit limits. Win Twin says, and when you bring someone into the Navy Federal, make sure they're responsible and pay bills because that can affect your business relationship with Navy. Wow, I didn't know that. That's news to me. That's wild. Ricardo, what's going on, bro? Says, I got approved $15,000 with Navy Federal with a 714 credit score. The Go Rewards was my card of choice. Congratulations, bro. Thank you so much for taking the time to share that here with the credit family, my brother. Stefan says, Navy Federal is big on relationship banking. Even people with great credit get denied or receive lower limits when applying too early. Navy wants to be wined and dined before giving up big limits. Yeah, that's funny. I like that though. But I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you should definitely have a relationship with the bank. You know, the thing is, I also understand that a lot of us are not patient and we just want to get in there and just get it over with because instant gratification is like a real thing. And that's what we want to do all the time. Devin says, some banks don't have a hard pull when you take advantage of a pre-approved offer. I didn't get a hard pull for my new card when I thought I would get one. No, that is really good. That's something that is very enticing for me. And I think a lot of people like that. I know for me personally, I think it would be nice if we get to a point where credit card companies will show you what you're approved for as far as the credit limit before you decide to submit the application. So I know that was one of the things with the Apple Card, that you can see what your credit limit is going to be before you say, yeah, I want this card, or yes, submit my application. I definitely enjoy that. I wish that they would all do that, to be honest with you. Points Blank Travel says, wow, D, this is interesting, putting all your eggs in one basket. I don't know if I could stomach that one and be bold enough to try it. Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is, and because of course I have my Robinhood account and I have my Webull account, I definitely am always all over the place with the Webull account. And when I look at my returns for Tesla, when I compare my returns between Apple and Tesla, I'm always like, yo, I got over 100% return on Tesla. And meanwhile, I have like 23% return on Apple. And I bought both of those stocks on the same day because they split. And it's easy to kind of not compare the two because you can't, right? But like be aware. So, I'm just like, I look at this and I'm like, man, if I just was cold-blooded, and I just didn't care. Because the thing is, like, I feel like it doesn't matter how you skin the cat. Yes, it's aggressive. Yes, it's risky. But, if I could double my portfolio by only investing with Apple and Tesla, you know what I'm saying? Once again, it's always easier said than done. I love it. People are like, oh, just do this. Like it's simple. It's simple. Like, hey, we know what to do to lose weight. It's simple, right? You eat less. You exercise. No brainer. Done. But people still don't execute. So I don't know. I know for me personally, I have a hard time with that one. I literally watched Tesla stock go down today. It was like $973. And then in my Webull account, I have a position with Tesla, and my average cost per share is $1,026. So I have money sitting in my Webull account, just sitting there, chilling for a moment, just like today when it was $973 and I could have grabbed more shares because that would have been the smart thing to do, but I didn't do it. So I don't know. It's always a trip, man. Win Twin says, man, when you bring people into Navy, make sure, okay, said that. Cinema, thanks for stopping by. It says, hello, everyone. Okay, she's talking to Joe. Okay, cool. John E says, any suggestions for those who want to be productive while gardening? I really don't know how you can be productive while gardening. Maybe kind of still, I guess you could probably eyeball some credit cards that you're interested in and kind of maybe organize them, kind of put them in the order of importance, like which cards you really want more than another, so that when you're out the garden, maybe hey, what's a good sign-up offer for this particular card, and which one of these cards do I want to prioritize as far as which card I'm going to get first, second, third, and so on and so forth. That would probably be a decent way to spend your time, so that way you're insanely informed when you're able to apply, instead of waiting till it's time to apply, then do your research. That would be a very good way to kind of spend your time. That's a good question. That's a solid question, bro. Walter says, Dwayne, please get the old horn back. Laughing my butt off. No, trust me, bro. I need to get that old horn back. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. It needs to be on my priority list. Hopefully when I end this live stream, I'll still remember to do it. I know the first thing I need to do is call my daughter back, so maybe I won't remember. Cinnamon says, sometimes I forget I have 18 months 0% purchase APR bonus on the Freedom Flex that ends late September. I never hold balances on any card, and I pay off ASAP. But sometimes I'm like, should I just YOLO it and charge $1,500 and max out until late September? I mean, it's not like I'm applying for anything while in garden churning checking bonuses. I mean, the good news about that about YOLOing it and maxing out that card is you understand how credit works. So your score is going to go down, and that in order to get it back up, you pay it off, right? So it's definitely up to you. Definitely up to you. Angela, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a pleasure to have you in the building. Angela is a channel member. Says, hey, Dwayne and Credit Family. Hey, Angela. What? Cinnamon says John E. Doe checking bonuses. What? And what Dwayne suggested too. Not exactly sure what you're saying there, my brother, but it's in the chat. Speaking of in the chat, if you have any questions, please slap them into the comment section. I love the opportunity to answer your question, whether it's about Navy Federal or something else that I could try to help with. Slap that into the comment section. Once again, I'll do my best to answer your questions. I hope you guys are having a good month so far in the month of December. We're in the last month of the year. 'Tis the season. The holidays are upon us. I gotta really think about things that I want to do and kind of get together moving forward. It's pretty funny because I'm not a big resolution guy, but at the same time, I can't help but to think about things that I want to improve. And a calendar year, the beginning of a calendar year, is always a decent time to kind of, set goals or reevaluate or reflect, because I like to reflect on things that maybe you need to tighten up. So I definitely will be doing that. Once again, please, if you have any questions, slap them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer it. If not, I'm about to get on out of here and watch some trash TV. Cinnamon says John E. wanted to know. Okay, gotcha. I already answered that, right? His question, yeah, John E. about the being productive while gardening. So you're telling him that he could do checking bonuses. That's funny. Points Blank Travel says another great live stream, bro. Hope you had a great week. I'm gonna reach out to you before the week is over. Hey, no worries. I've been saying I'm about to reach out to you too in my head. So no worries, bro. Whenever we connect is cool with me. Ulysses says I will get a new card soon. Awesome, Ulysses. That's going to be cool, man. And be sure to share that here with the credit family. We would love to celebrate you. John E. says, opened 6 checking accounts in the past 4 months, but unfortunately got a hard pull today. Okay. I don't even know why they do hard inquiries for that. Scott says, I want to do a product change from cash rewards to platinum. Can I credit limit increase the cash rewards first before doing a product change? Of course you could try. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. Now, is it realistic to think that you're going to do the product change and then like a week later or a day later, the credit limit increase and then like a day later be able to do the product change? I don't know how easy product changes are in regards to Navy Federal because I've never done them. I know that with other banks, it can be tricky. They'll tell you, no, you can't do it. And then like 2-3 months later or 1 month later, they let you do it. So I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. Ulysses says, I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye for now. Yes, sir. Of course. Have an incredible one. Speaking of having an incredible one, I hope you guys have a great week. I will be back on here at some point, maybe a video or a live stream. So be sure to look out for that notification. Hopefully you get it. If you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to skedaddle. I'm going to get on out of here. So I'll stick around for the next 2 minutes to make sure that no one else has a question. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up, be sure to smash that thumbs up. Scott says, yes, within a couple of days. Oh, so you already did it? Are you telling me you already did it, Scott? I know you said you want to do it. Points Blank says, yeah, bro, I have to catch you up on a few things. It's been a wild in these YouTube streets. Okay, it's been wild in these YouTube streets. No, of course. I hope it's been wild in a good way. December is normally a very good month for YouTube. I have been absolutely lax as far as my YouTube is concerned. Man, yeah, it's been interesting for me. Like I uploaded one video on my other channel, and that was the first video I uploaded in 3 weeks. And I was like, what? I normally try to do 3 videos a week on that other channel, and I've only done 1 in 3 weeks. I was like, that's kind of wild. All right, well, I see there are no more comments. Scott says, no, I want next month. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, Scott. I mean, just don't be surprised if they don't let you do a product change. Once again, I don't have a lot of experience. I don't have any experience with product changes in regards to Navy Federal. Wind Twin says, if you're new or not to Navy, and you want to build a relationship more than checking and savings, opening a pledge loan with minimum $250 pledge loans. Pledge loan is an easy way to build with Navy and get the cards. Hey, Win Twin, appreciate that, man. That's good advice. I really appreciate that. That's, once again, not something that I personally have experienced or knew, so I appreciate it. I love that about the community. Just you sharing that alone is definitely going to help people that are watching this video now and people that will watch the video in the future. All right. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. All right. Once again, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. All right. Smash the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace.